Hey guys, welcome back. So I want to do a video I've been meaning to do for a little while as a little update since we last updated the Discord. So I'm going to keep it short, sweet, and to the point. This is more for some of the newer people or for people that maybe aren't quite um, getting the hang of Discord, I guess. Um, just a little rundown to show you, hey, what is each channel for? What is each, what is it used for, and basically how can you use the Discord to the fullest. So first I want to start off with saying uh, I just want to make an announcement about scammers. So in any Discord, any public Discord community, any Facebook group, you're going to have scammers and spammers, and their game is basically this. If you don't know, um, so they usually impersonate someone. In this case, me, or they impersonate a popular trader, or um, uh, they impersonate a successful trader and say, "Hey, I'm having all these successful trades. I'm running this new AI program or copy trade program." It's a big red flag right there, where it automatically copies my trade. You send me money and I trade for you. Now, I know 95% of you know this is a scam, all right? But this is to the other 5% or whatever who don't know this, all right? Do not send anyone Bitcoin, all right? Um, don't don't send me. I'm never going to ask you to send me Bitcoin or to sign up and send me Bitcoin or send me anything. The only thing you would ever purchase from me is a premium package through our Patreon. That's it. Okay. Um, I just want to get that out there. We had an incident in our community. Um, so they're out there, guys. Keep an eye out for the scammers. But the big thing is this, okay? Don't send anyone Bitcoin or crypto, and you shouldn't have any issues, okay? Because they use Bitcoin and crypto to cover their tracks. Who are these people? It's most likely a criminal ring in a different country, not even based in the U.S. And this is what they do. Why? Because it's a numbers game. Because if they have 100 people that they tried this with, one person isn't going to know. In this instance, this person thought they were talking to me. It was a profile that looked just like mine. I put these out there in the community, but if you haven't seen them, I mean, I guess look a little better. But they impersonate me. They say, "Hey, it's I have this new system," and what it is they make their profile look exactly like mine, except they'll put like a period at the end or a zero at the end, and then everything else will look exactly like mine, unless you look really deeper and say, "Oh, these dates don't match up," and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if you do not send Bitcoin or crypto or anything like that, you're probably going to be safe. Because I've never heard of this happening without someone sending Bitcoin or crypto. Okay, there's no reason to be scared or feel unsafe as long as you don't send anyone Bitcoin or crypto. Okay, so I just wanted to get that out there. All right, so I'm just going to do a quick rundown for our new guys because I'm going to make this mandatory information. I'm going to pin this to the video so everybody knows what to look for in the Discord, okay? So, first, you have your announcement page. Okay, this is where I send out announcements. This is where you will see stuff look out for scammers, like that post I just sent. Do not send people Bitcoin, blah blah blah, and other announcements that I need to send out to the community. So, legal disclaimer. Okay, read this through. Make sure you understand it. It's basically stuff that covers our ass from a legal standpoint. I'm not gonna go through it. It's on the screen. You can read it. It's in the Discord. But take your time, pause the video, and read this right now, or go back and read this. This is your responsibility to read and understand this. All right, let's get into so the mandatory information. So this is it's a very short page here, but this is all stuff I want uh, the new people to understand. Okay, I'm going to replace this video from last year, this Discord guide, and it's going to become this now because it's 2024. We've had a few updates. We've consolidated the Discord a little bit, and it also shows how to buy options on Robinhood, Webull platforms, yada yada yada. Explains some acronyms that go out in the Discord a lot. So it's just quick mandatory information. It really shouldn't take you guys any more than maybe 10 or 15 minutes to go through max, and just go through. So I want everyone to go through this upon joining the Discord. So next channel we have is our chat hangout. So this is where we basically spend all our time chatting, discussing. This is all where we hang out during the day. We'll bounce ideas. You'll have me in here sharing ideas. Some ideas I do keep strictly for the premium community, but I do share because I do think there is value in a free community. So I do share some ideas here as well. Not too many alerts, but I do share ideas here. Next, we have our current market event channel. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. Anything that I post that may be relevant to the current market events going on in the market gets posted there. All things crypto is kind of the same thing, just based off crypto. I share anything that I find interesting going on in the crypto world there. Share gains. This is where we have our community members share gains. You guys are welcome to share your gains here if you want. If you don't want to, that's fine too. Next is our options category. Okay, so this is only going to be available to options paid members. And we have the first channel in this category is our watch list and day trade. Okay, this is where I put out our watch list for the day, as well as any day trade type alerts based off the watch list usually. So this is a very important channel to watch for alerts, not only but also the watch list. So Q-Trend alerts. So by now you may or may not know that our main system here is based off of Q-Trend. So I mean we have two systems that we trade. One is the watch list system, and our other system is the Q-Trend system. They are two distinctly different trading styles and systems, but they're both successful, which is why I post them both. Our Q-Trend alerts seem to be more successful. As a matter of fact, I haven't found a more successful system out there that's as consistently successful. So we do highlight the Q-Trend system. This is what I teach you guys. This is something that after you get down, you can use and make money, whenever you want to, really, provided market conditions are correct. So Multi-day options alert. Okay, so this channel is for our um, options alerts that aren't a day trade. So these are for any overnight trades or long-term trades. We haven't really had a bunch of these lately because we have a very important market event, NVIDIA earnings. So real quick, so NVIDIA is driven this market. It'll be funny. It'll be interesting when I look back on this a year or maybe 2 years from now, because we'll actually see it in hindsight. But I believe we are in the middle of an AI driven craze, very close to a bubble, I guess you can say. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out the next year or two. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a huge believer in AI and the metaverse and all that. But I do think the valuations are a little insane. I just think we need to correct. I think we need to come down. We need to pull back a little bit. Now, when is that going to happen? That I can't tell you. I have my ideas, and you can follow more in the premium. I'm sharing some of those ideas. Um, but so, anyways, my point to that was our multi-day options alerts. Um, NVIDIA earnings are today, so I believe it's going to be a pivotal moment in the market. Whether we go up or down from here is going to be based on what happens on this earnings and guidance. So basically, I'm waiting until that happens today after the bell. So very important to see what happens there before we kind of put out some more of those alerts. Um, and then last but not least, our newcomer channel I just added today. We have quite a few newcomers here. So I'm I'm opening this channel back up, and I really want us to congregate the new guys, especially ask questions, bounce questions, and I really want that to become a forum for us, uh, where not only I can share stuff that that I think is good for newcomers, but also a place where you guys can feel safe and not stupid asking quote unquote dumb questions. I mean, there really aren't dumb questions if you don't know the answer to ask. So that's what that's there for. And the next category is our stock alerts category. So this is again available only to our options and stock premium members. Here, our first channel is our news on long-term stock alerts. So this just news updates on any long-term stock alerts that I've thrown out. Stuff like the miners, stuff like um, uh, Nvidia, SMCI, Lilly, plays like that. So a lot of updates on the GLP-1 drug, stuff like that is where I'll share that. Next, we have our stock swing plays. So this is kind of like our multi-day alerts channels, except I have them split into two. So the stock swing plays are going to be plays that are anywhere from like a day to maybe a few months, whereas our long-term stock alerts are going to be pretty much anything that's like 6 months to a year or longer. So those are the difference between those two channels. Our lotto plays, excuse me. Sorry, guys, I'm a little under the weather. Our lotto plays. So these are the plays that are higher risk, is the best way I can put it. Maybe they don't quite meet alert standards, but something that it's just a higher risk play that we could throw out that you may want to throw a little bit of money on. maybe it runs, runs great. Maybe it goes to zero. So, it's like a lottery ticket type play. Next, we have our Bitlender channel. So, if you guys haven't been following Bitlender, he is someone we partner with, who's given out great plays. So he gives out great crypto information and alerts, and he gives out great stock plays and alerts. So I would highly recommend following these channels. The one thing about these channels is if you want the alerts, just turn alerts on to all. So notifications on to all for these. And Bitlender is the only one that posts in here other than me. And he'll post his ideas, his trade ideas. And he's been spot on, guys. So I would highly suggest following his channels. And again, that's available underneath the stock alert section. And last but not least is our educational section. So this is probably very underutilized, but if there's some really good information in here. A lot of it is older information, but again, this is stuff that really hasn't changed much. So we have a charting and technical analysis channel where we have stuff on TA, Trading Classroom. I'll have to get back into posting this stuff, posting into these channels a little bit more. A lot of the stuff I'll post in the main chat. Then we have our Space Academy, Moonblog, a document dump where I dump a lot of educational documents. And then we have our crypto and penny stock and options education. And those are pretty self-explanatory. If you want some educational stuff on those subjects, that's where that would be. So, and that should wrap up the Discord. So trying to keep it as short, as simple as possible. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. You can message me, or you can say say something in the chat, in the Hangout. So that's really all I got for this video. I'm going to follow this up with another quick video on the Qtron, accelerated video. That's a really consolidated video from the 2-hour class, or 5-hour class, excuse me. So that should be for more experienced traders. But I will catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.